Welcome back, Team Esquire.
Hey guys, just wanted to kind of give you some tips on the application process and some things that helped us when we were navigating the application timeline. So what people don't know about law school is that it's rolling admission. That means that they look at your application as soon as it's completely finished. I had everything in by October 1st or 3rd or something like that, right after I retook the LSAT. And it was really good because by November I started getting acceptances, and it was great to be able to have those options early on.
Another concern that some people had is grades. And grades is just a part of your package. Although an important part of your package, it's still just a part of your package.
And sometimes they look at trend lines in your grades. So for me, from freshman year to senior year, my grades continually improved, and that's something I talked about in my essays. It's something that I talked about in my interview.
That said, I do think that a lot of schools have floors. If you don't fall exactly in that range, I would still say you can make it a reach school. So don't be completely deterred because it changes every year.
And I know some people that may not have the best GPA, but they started a nonprofit, or they're an entrepreneur and they had something else that was super amazing. Another very important piece of the application process is the LSAT, something that everyone knows about. The longer you study, the better you do. The more practice tests you take, the better you do.
Accountability partner is really important. My partner and I met several times during the week. At one point we were taking 4 or 5 exams during the week. Shout out to my partner Darius. Try not to take it more than twice.
Yeah.
So what should I write about on my personal statement? So I think there's no right answer to that question, and it all depends on you as a person. And definitely if you're Black or a person of color, don't feel like you have to be limited to certain traumas that happen in your life. Just write about what you think will distinguish you as a person the most.
Just make sure it's a narrative. So whatever topic that you pick, make sure it's telling a story, a comprehensive story from beginning to end. Make sure it kind of links back to why you want to go to law school.
And you don't have to talk about what you want to study there, or even what you want to do as a lawyer, because no one really knows at the end of the day. Everyone wanted to save the world here, and now they're all trying to go
Everyone's going corporate law.
Exactly.
LOL. So are we.
It's so important that you have no grammatical errors. So important.
Read it a million times.
And have other people read it. But I would say have a limit on the amount of people you do have reading it, because what's the saying? Too many hands in the pot ruins the soup. And that could be true. Getting too many different...
What kind of old saying is that?
It's true.
A lot of schools offer the diversity statement. Diversity comes in a lot of different
forms. Different forms of diversity.
Yeah, exactly. I chose to talk about immigration. I'm first generation American. It's just I guess an easy go-to for me.
Other people haven't done this, but one thing that I did do was I answered every single question. I even made a video for one of the schools.
Listen,
I did a lot.
If it said optional on the application, I didn't do it. If you have any issues in your application, if you think that you had one really low grade, or I don't know, something happened, maybe something on your disciplinary record, you can disclose those things in an addendum. It's just an extra few paragraphs, and you explain what happened, and they get a chance to review it. I think, Sam, you used it, right?
I did.
Do you want to say all that?
No, I'm not about to
say all that.
I did. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, yeah. One thing that you definitely need to disclose if you have a disciplinary record. I've met a few people here at Columbia that have records and have talked about it, and just to be candid, they're all white men. I'm not sure if that would have worked for women of color, people of color. I think that sometimes the rules can be different for us, so I'm not aware of any Black people at Columbia or other Ivy Leagues with records. Whatever you do, just make sure you disclose it.
People also question whether or not you have to have legal experiences, and Angel and I have very different backgrounds when it comes to that. In college, I did a lot once I realized that I wanted to go to law school.
She did the most.
I had legal internships. I did programs at law schools. I became a pre-law advisor. I was in a pre-law fraternity. I did everything possibly that you could think of.
I didn't do anything legal before I came to law school. Applying to law school is not free, and y'all should definitely know that. Applications are really expensive. It's $85 per law school. Even if you get a fee waiver, you still have to pay the $15 online processing fee.
Especially if you're applying to a lot of schools. I think I did 15, and that definitely...
Sam does the most. Have y'all realized that throughout this video?
How many schools did you apply to?
Most? I think 10.
Another thing that's important is to reach out to alum from your school. The importance of that is that you actually have someone who has the insight and may know who you should specifically contact at that school.
You can always reapply. There's no bar on reapplying.
Some of this information that we're giving is not going to be applicable to people who did take time off, because your experience may be more important. We don't know. Because we both went straight through.
Yeah, true.
If you need help, we're here. So you can't say you didn't have it.
Exactly. If you feel like we missed anything, comment below and let us know what questions you want us to answer. Email us, slide in our DMs. We're here and we're available to help you with whatever.
And subscribe just because.
Yeah.
Hope you'll be law school bound soon.
Bye.
Squad.